At the level of someone feels very unsure, they have no certainty, they feel very insecure, they feel like they've been robbed, right? Because that's essentially, if someone empties your account, you've been robbed. It's like a bank robbery has taken place.
I would like to know, as many of our viewers and our students would, how can frontline teams build trust when customers feel vulnerable after fraud?
I have had some fraud on my account, and I can talk through the typical feelings. You feel very afraid that if there's money taken from your account, that the bank's not going to reverse it, which they will do in some cases, but in some cases, if you shared personal information, they won't reverse it. There's a ton of fear, there's a ton of uncertainty, what's going to happen next. And I think if you think about the state of mind of the customer, in my case, the bank picked it up first and they froze my account when they saw the same kind of charges coming from different countries in the world. I was worried about the money, but I really had the confidence that the bank knew what they were doing, the language they were using. The people who phoned me sounded really confident. That builds trust. When you tell people that this is what we're doing, this is what's going to happen next, make it really predictable. If we look at Maslow's hierarchy, when something like that happens, at the level of someone feels very unsure, they have no certainty, they feel very insecure, they feel like they've been robbed, right? Because that's essentially, if someone empties your account, you've been robbed. It's like a bank robbery has taken place. So what you want to do with that person is you want to reassure them. You want to use language that sounds confident. You want to paint the picture. So we've stopped your account. This is what's going to happen next. We will have an investigation. This is when you can use your account again, because I think that's the thing about fraud is sometimes it's debilitating because while they're investigating, the account needs to be frozen. So I think if the banks have properly designed journeys around fraud, and they know that in this case, the account is frozen, what can we do for that customer? Can we open a savings account? How can we get them just to be able to do what they need to do in a normal day-to-day? So many people are not working with cash anymore. Is there a quick digital card that can be generated? I think just looking at those options, and some banks have done stunning jobs around designing those journeys. But the worst thing that you can do is put a rookie person who is not confident, who hasn't been trained, who doesn't understand the process, who doesn't understand the promise of the brand. If you put that rookie on the fraud line, you're setting them up for failure, and you're setting the customer up for a very bumpy journey in terms of not having the certainty of what's going to happen next. Just thinking about the fact that this person feels robbed. How can I create certainty? Even if I can't make promises, how can I let them know that I've got this, I'm in charge?